Welcome back to Tell Me More Stories Told Us podcast, where we, well, tell you more about all sorts of things.
Exactly. We take your curiosities
Yeah.
and dive deep into a world of stories you might not expect.
Exactly. And today,
That's right.
we're looking through the lens of history
Ooh, I like that.
to explore, that's right, eyeglasses.
Eyeglasses.
From their humble beginnings to their, honestly, surprising impact on society. I mean, who knew eyeglasses had such a story?
Well, that's the thing, right? Most people just see eyeglasses as a tool to see, but it's so much more than that.
It is.
It really is.
So let's rewind the clock way back
Okay.
to the 13th century. Italy seems to be the birthplace of eyeglasses.
Yeah, as far as we know.
Yeah. A Dominican friar, Giordano da Pisa,
Okay.
mentioned them in a sermon in 1306.
Wow, 1306.
Yeah. Can you imagine,
That's early.
that is early.
It's amazing, yeah.
People just figuring out how to improve their vision.
Yeah, think about that. Like before eyeglasses, blurry vision was just, it was just life.
It was just how it was.
Yeah, like if you couldn't see,
You just couldn't see.
that was it.
Yeah. And reading or writing, forget about it.
Oh, absolutely. Or recognizing faces.
Yeah. It's wild.
It really is.
So do we know who the original inventor was?
Well, that's the mystery, isn't it? We don't have a name. Friar Giordano, he mentions speaking to the person who first discovered and practiced making eyeglasses, but we don't
Yeah.
know who that was.
It's lost to history.
It is. It is.
But even without a name, the knowledge of eyeglasses spread.
It did, yeah.
Another friar, Alessandro della Spina,
Okay.
he saw these early eyeglasses
Yeah.
and figured out how to make them.
He's like, I can do that.
Yeah.
And he shared that knowledge, which helped eyeglasses spread even more.
Yeah. It's kind of like he's the original open source advocate,
You could say that.
spreading technology for everyone.
I like it. I like it.
So we've got these 13th century eyeglasses
Mm-hmm.
spreading across Europe thanks to these generous friars.
Mm-hmm.
But what did these things even look like? I mean, were they anything like what we have today?
You're probably not going to like the answer.
Okay.
They were basic.
These
Very basic. Imagine two convex lenses
Yeah.
held together
Yeah.
by a rivet. Just a rivet.
Like balanced on your nose,
Pretty much.
no temples, nothing.
Nope, not at this point.
Okay, so no cat eye frames or Buddy Holly glasses back then?
No, not quite.
A little disappointing.
I know, right? But back then, it was all about function.
Function over fashion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And another thing, these early spectacles, they were primarily for farsightedness.
Ah, so people who couldn't see things up close, they were out of luck.
Yeah, for a while, concave lenses for nearsightedness, those didn't come around until the mid-15th century.
Okay, so a couple centuries of squinting at things.
Pretty much. Can you imagine?
I can't. I'm nearsighted. I'd be lost.
So those concave lenses, that was a big deal.
Huge.
Yeah,
It really opened up the world of clear vision.
absolutely. And those early wearers, they'd be amazed at what we have today. Aspheric lenses,
Yeah.
photochromic lenses,
Photochromics.
progressive lenses.
It's a whole new world.
It is.
Now, before we get ahead of ourselves,
Okay.
let's talk about Marco Polo. Did he bring eyeglasses back from China? Is that true?
Oh, that's a good one. It's a popular story, but if
Yeah.
you look at Marco Polo's writings, he doesn't mention eyeglasses at all.
He doesn't.
Nope.
So they originated in Europe?
All signs point to Europe.
Wow.
Yeah, and then spread to other parts of the world, China included.
It's amazing how those myths stick around.
I know, right? It really shows how we got to be curious and dig a little deeper.
Question everything.
Exactly.
So we've got these early spectacles, right? But then what? How did we get to glasses that actually stay on your face?
Yes. The 16th century brought us temples.
Temples like the arms.
Exactly. Those little arms that go over your ears.
Okay, that makes so much more sense than just balancing these things on your nose.
Right. I can't imagine wearing those old spectacles for very long.
I bet they were uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, definitely. So temples, major step forward
Yeah.
in terms of comfort and stability. People could actually wear their glasses for longer periods.
That's got to be a game changer for anyone who needed them for, I don't know, daily life.
Oh, absolutely.
It's like imagine holding your phone to your ear for hours instead of using headphones.
Perfect analogy.
Small change, big difference.
Exactly. And it's not just about comfort. Temples also, they paved the way for more innovation,
Oh, how so?
more flexibility, more creativity in terms of frame shapes and styles.
Uh-huh.
So that's how we got to the huge variety of eyeglasses we see today.
Okay, so we're just getting started on this deep dive into eyeglasses.
Oh, we're just getting started.
But before we go any further, let me just say,
Yeah.
if you're enjoying this journey through the history of eyeglasses, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future episodes on Tell Me More.
We have some incredible stories lined up, folks.
We do. But for now, back to our regularly scheduled deep dive.
All right, where were we?
We've covered the invention, the Marco Polo myth, concave lenses, the arrival of temples.
Okay, I'm with you.
So what happened next in this grand saga of vision correction?
Well, let's talk about a certain founding father,
Ooh, okay.
a man named Benjamin Franklin.
Benjamin Franklin. Wait, he wore glasses.
He did indeed, and he actually played a pretty big role
Okay.
in the evolution of eyeglasses.
Oh, okay, this should be good. Lay it on me.
So Franklin, he had both nearsightedness and farsightedness.
Oh, so he needed two different types of lenses.
You got it.
Okay, so how did he manage that? Did he, like, switch back and forth between two pairs?
That's what most people did at the time.
Right.
But Franklin, well, he was an inventor.
Right.
He came up with something much better.
Oh, I bet he did.
So he took two different lenses,
Okay.
cut them in half, and combined them into one pair of glasses.
No way.
Yeah.
He invented bifocals.
He did, that's right.
That's amazing, especially for people with, what is it, presbyopia.
Yeah, that age-related thing where it gets harder to focus on close-up objects.
Right. So before bifocals, people had to switch glasses all the time.
Exactly. Not exactly convenient, right?
Not at all.
So bifocals, they were a game changer.
It's incredible that Benjamin Franklin, the guy who helped shape a nation,
Yeah,
also revolutionized the way we see.
it's true. He really was an amazing guy.
He was.
And bifocals, they had a lasting impact. I mean, so many people can see clearly at any distance because of him.
That's pretty incredible. So we've gone from those like basic rivet spectacles to concave lenses for nearsightedness,
Yeah.
and now bifocals, thanks to Benjamin Franklin.
It's quite a journey.
It is.
It is.
But I got to ask, all those early glasses, pretty basic shapes.
Very utilitarian.
Yeah. When did eyeglasses start becoming,
Absolutely.
stylish? When did they become a fashion statement?
Well, it took a while.
Did it?
It did. For centuries, the focus was on vision correction.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So you mostly had round, oval, rectangular shapes,
Just the basic shape.
the classic shapes. But then, in the 20th century, things changed.
People realized glasses could be, cool.
Exactly. They became a way to express yourself.
Oh.
Designers started experimenting,
Yeah.
different shapes, materials, colors.
And then bam, cat eye glasses, brow line glasses, aviators.
It's amazing, right?
It is. It's
Oh.
amazing that something that started as just a medical device
Yeah,
became this fashion phenomenon.
totally. I mean, people wear glasses without even needing them.
Just for the look.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It shows how design and function can evolve together.
Right. Speaking of evolution,
Hmm.
what about the lenses themselves? We've come a long way from just basic convex and concave.
Oh, absolutely. One of the biggest changes, aspheric lenses.
That's fair.
Yep.
Mhm.
Developed in the late 20th century. They have a more complex curvature
Okay.
compared to the traditional spherical lenses. Less distortion, wider field of view.
So you can see more clearly.
Yes, and the lenses themselves can be thinner and lighter.
Okay, so not only do they help you see better,
Uh-huh.
but they look better too.
It's a win-win.
It is. But let's be real. High-tech lenses, stylish frames.
Yeah.
It could get expensive.
It can. And there's been pushback, for sure, especially in the U.S.
Yeah, I've heard about that. It's great that we have all this technology,
Right.
but if people can't afford it,
Exactly. It's an issue of accessibility.
it is. It's not just about seeing clearly. It's about making sure everyone can see clearly.
I couldn't agree more.
Thankfully, there are organizations working to address this.
Yeah, definitely. Groups like the Lions Clubs International,
Okay.
Unite for Sight, New Eyes for the Needy. They collect used eyeglasses and give them to people in need.
That's awesome.
Mhm.
So heartwarming to know that people are out there making sure everyone can have access to clear vision. It's a reminder that something as simple as a pair of eyeglasses can truly change someone's life.
And it's not just the practical benefits. Eyeglasses, they've also had a big impact on our perceptions.
Ooh, how so?
Well, that's a story for the next part of our deep dive.
You've got me hooked. I can't wait to hear more.
We'll be exploring how eyeglasses have shaped our views, influenced culture, and even played a role in politics. Stay tuned.
Can't wait.
Welcome back to Tell Me More Stories Told Us podcast. We're diving back into the world of eyeglasses.
Oh, I'm ready for more. We went from those, like, early nose pinchers
Oh, yeah, those rivet spectacles.
to bifocals
Oh.
and the rise of glasses as fashion.
It's pretty amazing how these things that started as just a way to see better became this whole phenomenon.
It really is. So now we're talking about the social and cultural side of eyeglasses.
Exactly, how they've shaped, our perceptions and even our identities.
Okay. You mentioned before that glasses used to have, like, a negative image.
They did, yeah.
It's hard to imagine that now.
I know, right? Especially now, when you think about how many people wear glasses just because they look cool.
Yeah, in the fashion thing. So what was the negative view?
Well, for a long time, wearing glasses was like associated with being old or weak or just really studious to the point of being unfashionable.
Like that stereotype of the librarian
Oh, exactly.
or the professor with the thick glasses.
Yes, hiding behind their glasses.
It's funny, though, because there were plenty of, like, brilliant and powerful people who wore glasses.
Totally.
It's almost like there was this disconnect between, like, the reality and how people saw them.
It's like people couldn't get past that initial image.
Right. But then things started changing in the early 20th century.
They did, yeah. Things started to shift.
What happened? Did some, like, cool people start wearing glasses?
You could say that. I mean, you had Theodore Roosevelt.
Teddy Roosevelt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The president.
Yeah.
Known for being, like, rugged and adventurous.
Oh, right.
He was often photographed wearing glasses.
Oh.
And then Harold Lloyd.
Harold Lloyd.
The silent film comedian.
Oh, okay.
He had this character, his glasses character, that really helped make eyeglasses seem less, I don't know, less...
City.
Yeah, even a bit cool.
It's amazing how pop culture can, like, change how we see things.
It's powerful stuff.
And these weren't just, like, random people.
No, these were influential figures. People looked up to them.
Right. So it's almost like overnight perceptions changed.
Well, not quite overnight.
Yeah.
But those figures, they definitely helped change the conversation.
They showed that you could be cool and wear glasses.
Exactly. You could be strong, stylish, successful.
And wear glasses.
And wear glasses.
Yeah.
And that paved the way for glasses to become, like, a fashion accessory.
And the fashion world, they took notice.
They did. And now we have all these different styles. It's amazing.
Yeah, cat eye, aviators, those round John Lennon glasses.
The variety is incredible.
It really is.
And it's not just the styles. The materials have changed, too.
Oh, right. Like lighter frames.
Exactly. Titanium frames, super thin lenses.
Those ones that make you forget you're even wearing glasses.
And don't forget the anti-reflective coatings.
Oh, right. The ones that make the lenses disappear.
Yeah, it's like magic.
It's like science and style had a baby.
I love that.
But it's not just about looking good, right?
Yeah.
Glasses have become associated with, like, intelligence?
You're right. Think about movies and TV.
Yeah.
How many characters wear glasses to seem smart?
Oh, yeah. The brainy scientist.
Exactly.
The detective.
It's almost like a shortcut to show the audience, hey, this character is smart.
It's like a visual cue.
It is. It is. And there's actually research on this.
Oh, really?
Yeah. People tend to perceive those who wear glasses as more intelligent.
No way.
And more trustworthy.
Wow. So wearing glasses could, like, give you an edge.
Maybe in a job interview?
Or an election.
Possibly.
Huh. It's amazing how our appearance can affect how others see us.
It's powerful stuff.
And glasses are definitely part of that.
They are. And speaking of how others see us, let's not forget celebrities.
Oh, yeah. Celebrities and their glasses.
They've played a huge role in popularizing certain styles.
Like Betty Holly.
Yes. Those thick, black, horn-rimmed glasses.
Those are iconic.
They are.
And John Lennon with those round frames.
It's like those glasses became part of their identity.
Their brand.
Exactly.
And those styles are still popular today.
They are. It's amazing.
It goes how glasses can be like a symbol.
A symbol of identity, cultural influence. And it's not just musicians, actors, politicians, fashion icons. They've all contributed to this.
It's really fascinating to see how something that started as just a tool became this way to express yourself.
It's all about how we see and how we want to be seen.
Right. And that brings us to another important point, accessibility.
Yeah, we talked about those organizations that redistribute used glasses.
Right.
But there's a bigger issue here, making sure everyone can afford eye care.
That's huge. I mean, clear vision, it's essential.
Absolutely. For education.
Just
for life in general.
So how do we make sure everyone has access?
That's the big question, isn't it?
It is. It's not just about seeing clearly. It's about, like, empowering people.
Yes. empowering people to fully participate in society.
Exactly.
It's complex, though.
Yeah.
There's no easy solution. Some countries, they have universal health care that covers eye care.
Yep.
Others, it's a mix of public and private insurance.
Right.
And then you have nonprofits that provide free or low-cost eye exams and glasses.
So there are people working on this.
Yeah, and it's so important that they are.
Because it's not just about seeing, it's about opportunity.
Exactly.
So we've covered a lot. History, impact, fashion, even healthcare.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. But there's one more area we got to explore. The unexpected ways glasses have been used.
Ooh, I like where this is going.
The surprising side of eyeglasses.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Tell me more.
Welcome back to Tell Me More Stories Told as podcast. It's our final deep dive into eyeglasses.
Our last look through the lens of history, so to speak.
Exactly. And we've saved some of the most, well, unusual stories for last.
The unexpected side of eyeglasses.
Yeah. The things you wouldn't think of when you think of, just regular glasses.
Because eyeglasses, they haven't always been just about seeing better.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Hit me with some of these unexpected uses.
Well, how about this? 3D glasses.
Oh, at the movie theater.
Exactly. Those red and blue lenses.
Sometimes they're polarized, right?
That's right. They filter the images on the screen.
Yeah.
And that tricks our brains into seeing depth.
So it's like eyeglasses creating an illusion.
Exactly.
Yeah.
A gateway to another dimension, almost.
Pretty cool. Okay, what else you got?
Have you ever heard of recumbent glasses?
Recumbent glasses. Is that like something you wear while you're, I don't know, lying down?
You're closer than you think. They were actually designed in the 1930s for people who were bedridden.
So they could, like, read in bed.
Exactly. They could read comfortably while lying flat on their backs.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see that being useful for so many things, not just reading.
You're right. Watching TV, stargazing, anything where you want to look up without, straining your neck.
But how do they even work? Do they bend the light or something?
They do. They use prisms to redirect the image.
Okay.
So you're lying down, but it's like you're looking straight ahead.
That's genius.
It is, isn't it? Whoever invented those, they were thinking outside the box.
For sure. Okay, so we've got 3D glasses, recumbent glasses.
Just a glimpse into the unexpected side of eyeglasses.
Yeah, it's like this whole other world.
And it shows how people are always finding new ways to use this simple tool.
Right.
To improve our lives, to entertain us, to explore the world in different ways.
It's like eyeglasses are more than just a tool. They're like
an extension of ourselves.
Yeah. That's a good way to put it. Did you have any more of these unusual uses?
Oh, I've got plenty more. How about this? In some cultures, glasses were a status symbol.
Really? So not just fashion, but like a way to show off.
Exactly. Think about ancient China. Judges would wear glasses with dark lenses.
Not to see better.
Nope. To hide their expressions.
Oh, to seem impartial.
Exactly, like a symbol of authority.
Mystery.
It makes you wonder how many other hidden meanings glasses have had over the centuries.
Yeah, all the different ways they've been used and interpreted.
It's a reminder that even something as simple as eyeglasses can have different meanings in different cultures.
Okay, this is fascinating. Do you have, like, one more for the road?
All right, one more. This one's a bit out there.
Lay on me.
There have been attempts to use eyeglasses to enhance vision.
Enhance? Like beyond normal human vision?
Yeah. Back in the early 20th century, there were experiments with glasses that claimed to give you night vision.
Night vision? How?
Well, they used radioactive materials.
Radioactive? That doesn't sound very safe.
It wasn't. Thankfully, those glasses never really took off.
Probably for the best.
Yeah, some inventions are better left in the lab.
But it's still amazing that people were trying to push the limits of what eyeglasses could do.
It shows our curiosity, our desire to see more, to experience the world in new ways.
That's a good way to put it. I think we've come full circle. We started with the history, the evolution of eyeglasses,
the fashion, the social impact,
and now these unexpected uses.
It's been quite a deep dive.
It has. It's amazing to think about how something so seemingly simple can have such a rich and complex story.
It's a story that's still being written, too.
It is. And to our listeners, thank you for joining us on this journey through the world of eyeglasses. We hope you've learned something new, that you've been surprised, maybe even inspired to look at the world a little differently.
And who knows, maybe you'll even see your own eyeglasses in a new light.
Exactly. So until next time, keep your lenses clear and your curiosity sharp.
And don't forget to subscribe to Tell Me More Stories Told as Podcast for more fascinating deep dives into the stories behind, well, everything.
We'll see you next time.